EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards there. First down, San Francisco. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield.
A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Room here to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 26 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they described that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20 plus on that one.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Pass complete here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first reception in the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
37-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On second down, Mostert. Works it across the 25 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Running the counter with Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mostert. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Mostert.
33-yard line.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Mostert. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Gold is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. This is Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
San Francisco.
Running left is Mostert. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Niners 20, Saints 7. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second and 12, Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 49-yard line. throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. 50-50 ball here, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the ground is Mostert to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 30. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground.
First down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 77 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got in the end zone. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.